first goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin.
Oh, was that beautiful? Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
Double alley. Touchdown Raiders.
What's that? Did I have something in there wrong? And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hastings High School. We have the Hastings Raiders against the South St. Paul Packers softball action live on HCTV's YouTube stuff and also on Town Square TV. Greatly appreciate having everybody with us today, and especially having the support from Town Square TV. Love the partnership that HCTV has with that group in the Mendota Heights, West St. Paul, South St. Paul area. We have, again, like I said, the Packers and the Raiders here. Haley Strain will get the start on the mound for Hastings. Let's go through the starting lineup defensively for the Raiders. Like I said, on the mound, Haley Strain. Catching is number 10, Sienna McCoy. At first, 22, Olivia Otto. Second is Emily Dombrowski. Shortstop will be Kaylee Hunt, number 5. The third baseman will be Allie LaFleur. Left field, Addie Selesky. And center, Lauren Jenkins. Right field, I guess I didn't put that in there right on the iPad, so let's take a look at that. It is going to be Lauren Mull. So Lauren Mull will be out in right field there. We'll correct that. And I'm going to go through some stuff quick for the in-house folks here, because I'm doing also announcing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder for you. Don't forget that without our officials, we could not do what we do. So if you think you can do a better job than the officials on the field, I encourage you to apply for a job. Otherwise, positive cheers for everybody on the field. Let's go! All right. Leading off, number 11, Delaney Norman. Was that a ball? I missed that one. All right, ball. First ball delivered from Strain. And we do apologize for the wind. It is quite the nasty wind out here. Fouled off to the third base dugout. So 1-1 to Norman. You may be picking up the wind. You may be picking up Trey Lauer from KDWA. If you are unable to participate in the broadcast on TV or YouTube, whatever, on your phone, that one fouled off to left field. You're welcome to switch over to KDWA for audio only in your car, but we'd love to have you back, of course, if you're once you get back to not driving, because we don't want you watching on the road. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Norman. She takes a step and is called strike 3. Sit down. The girls gather at the mound to congratulate Strain for the first strikeout of the game. Now batting number 4, Sophie. Hello. Babu. I'm gonna screw up her name 8 million times. I'm gonna apologize now. Ball just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed. Yeah. You know. Sorry. Major League reference there. 1-0. Strain sets, gathers her signs, fires. Ball low outside. 2-0 is the count. 1 out, nobody on. It's amazing when the wind settles down how quiet it can be up here. Strain sets, fires. Swung on, missed for strike 1. 2-1 the count now. Check swing, but good there. So 3-1 is the count now. So ball 4 to Bevo. That will bring up the pitcher. Now batting number 6, the pitcher, Mallory Brandecker. Ball high. I don't know if this wind is going to affect Strain's pitching too much, but it's not looking like she's going to have any help from the wind for sure. Second pitch called strike. 1-1, 1 out, 1 on. No score yet. Hastings versus South St. Paul. Swung on for a big strike there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Fouled off just to the backstop. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Hastings is sitting at 5-2 on the season here, and the Packers are 4-3 overall. So just 1 win behind Hastings. Swung on, strike 3. The runner at first base holds. Now batting third baseman, number 17, Chloe O'Neill. 2 outs, 1 on, swung, strike 1 delivered. Strain gets ahead early. Ball high, thrown out to first, not in time. Had that throw been a little bit farther to the infield and a little bit higher, Otto may have been able to make that tag. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, runner on first. Strain fires. Strike. A little bit of a delayed call there. Strike 3 called. That'll retire the side. Your top of the first recap: no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Strain tosses 18 to sit the Packers down for the halfway mark of the first. And we will be back here momentarily. South St. Paul, Townsburg TV's picking up our video broadcast. We got many play-by-play announcing. And we can do this here locally if you guys have friends and family that can't watch. They can listen occasionally on the radio. So if we're driving town now to watch, please join us on the video broadcast. Leading off for Hastings, number 3, center fielder, Lauren Jenkins. And we're back live from Hastings High School. Lauren Jenkins is your leadoff batter, center fielder for Hastings. First pitch delivered. Strike. Called strike on the first pitch there. And we are in the windiest spot in Dakota County. Wind gusts are hitting up to 40 miles an hour, so I do apologize for the extra noise behind. That one has popped up and is going to cause some havoc with that wind. It should have been out to left field, but it actually got blown back into the shortstop. Delaney Norman makes the play, so that is a first pop out. Now batting, number 10, the catcher, Sienna McCoy. Holy smokes. That wind is quite ridiculous. 1 ball to McCoy. I'm surprised it hasn't toppled the flagpole as hard as it's flying out there. 1-0, 1 out, 2-0, 1 out now.
Right as this inning started, the wind picked up a little more.
Yeah, even the windscreen is not helping. So you got KDWA's Trey Lauer to my right, and we're just kind of bouncing off each other with the wind. 3-0 is the count now to McCoy. The replay screen, there we go. Ball high, Will Walker. Now batting number 18, the pitcher, Haley Strain. All right, Strain's up here. First pitch is a strike and a stolen base. Stand-up stolen base. We got 1 out, 1 strike. Runner and scoring position now at second to Strain from Brandecker. Fired grounder hit between the third base gap is going to move McCoy over. So a hit single. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Courtesy runner is number 15. I got to look on that one because I don't have that memorized yet. It is Evie Green. Evie Green. 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 And now batting will be 27, Kylie Evans. Now batting number 27, Kylie Evans. And given that I'm introducing, announcing in the arena there. 1 ball, 1 strike, stolen base for Strain. I told the girls that I would do my best to play walk-ups for them, but I made no promises because I'm announcing, I'm doing the official scoring, I'm talking to you folks, and I'm trying not to get blown away even at 275 pounds. Ball low. And yes, that is a legit concern the way the wind is blowing. 2 balls, 1 strike, the home plate umpire tells us. Runners on second and third. Ground ball to second is going to score a run. So Evans is out at first, so a ground out. So the 4-3 out does score the run. Now batting number 5, Kaylee Hunt. And Strain did move over to third, so we do have 2 outs, 1 strike to Hunt, and the Raiders ready to score 1 more. Perfect pitch right down the middle, strike. So 0-2 now from Brandecker to Hunt, with the Raiders having 1 run in the first. Brandecker fires. Fouled off, and that's going to end up out of play over the first base dugout. So we remain 0-2. Swung on and missed. That's going to retire the side. Hastings could not capitalize on Strain being at third, but we get 1 out or 1 run. Out of the first recap, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Due up for those Packers will be Olivia Bonk, and let's see, in the hold on deck will be Lily Paco, and your next batter will be Camille Jacobs. And we'll be back here live from Hastings High School in just a moment.
Okay.
Fans, if you were not aware, we did have a scoreboard installed. Officials, you should be aware of this as well. Speed controlled by Bluetooth, and it's not being super cooperative, so we'll get it updated as it allows us to. Now batting, number 21, Camille Jacobs. All right, Camille Jacobs takes the plate. The righty, first pitch swung on strike from Strain. So far, Strain has thrown 19 for the game. Let's see. Brandecker threw 16, so she's 2 ahead because that was at the end of the first for Strain was 18. Second pitch, strike, 0-2. Is the count. Strain's rapid fire this game, which is wonderful to see because it keeps the pace of play going with this wind, this brutal. We were talking about how all of us are sitting here in sweatshirts, long underwear, both tops and bottoms for a May 1st game with the wind. Strain fire, strike 3, so 4 straight strikes to Jacobs.
That's 4 strikeouts for
Now batting, number 5, the catcher, Lily Paco.
Due up now for the Packers. Catcher for South St. Paul. 1 away and nobody on in this top of the second.
So far, Strain has struck out.
Outside.
There it is. She struck out 4. First pitch there to Paco's a ball. To the lefty, fouled. So one thing you'll catch with lefties when they have the opportunity to do so, they will take a couple steps forward. They actually move toward the pitcher to get a little bit of a jump on their run to first. So 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Fire, strike 2. Raiders have the lead 1-0. And fired. Ball high. Oh, no, she swung on it. So there's going to be a strikeout swinging again. That is 5 of 6 strikeouts for Strain on a total of, what are we at? 26 pitches? Now batting number 18, Olivia Bonk. First pitch to Bonk is low, one outside there. 2 outs, nobody on. Hastings is playing really shallow because of the wind. Ground ball towards first will be foul. 1-1 now to Bonk. Now with that wind, it's dying down a little bit. It's, nice and quiet up here. Ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The second baseman, Olivia Bonk.
1-1, 2 away.
Strike 2. 2-2 now. Scoreboard is not updating. Daktronics makes a really great product, but it's sometimes just really tough to connect to it. Ball, that must have been just a little bit outside. So full count now to Bonk. 2 outs. Can she get this last one as a strikeout? And no, fouled there. So we're just about to the quality at bat status. Oh, I should turn on. I could turn on the ice broadcast, but nobody know how to find it. So never mind.
Strain trying to finish off this top of the second. Gets to the bottom half with a 1-0 lead for the Raiders.
Ball low, walks her. First walk for Strain.
Sent Bond on for first base.
Now batting number 14, Sydney Thompson.
South St. Paul Packers. Two-way.
So, oh, ball high, and that's going to get by McCoy. And Bonk will advance on the wild pitch. So Bonk advances on the wild pitch by Strain. So now they have a runner in scoring position for the Packers. Strain has faced a total of 7 batters and struck out 5 of them. Big swing. 1-1. Our umpire has been wonderful today so far, making sure we're up to date on the count. Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second. You are all caught up, with the exception of the Hastings Raiders are leading 1-0. I don't know if you can hear the radio counterpart, but it's funny how things are going. He's saying things that are popping into my head and vice versa. So you can tell we've been doing this for a little while. That one fouled over first base territory. Again, you're watching live on HCTV and Town Square TV, so we've got the dual broadcast shared. We greatly appreciate, again, like I said, the partnership between the community television stations. Strain fires. Ball had to have been just a little bit outside because that was great height on that one. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on second, in the top of the second. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will do it for the top of the second. The top of the second recap. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. And Strain is at 39 pitches, so she just a little over double what she did in the first inning. Due up for Hastings, we have coming up in the hole, Olivia Otto. On deck, Addie Selesky. Your next batter will be number 4, Emily Dombrowski. And we will be back here at Hastings High School in just a few moments. Oops, I did not mean to hit that one, but whatever, we'll roll with it. Now batting number 4, Emily Dombrowski. Like I said, trying to do walk-ups and stuff, and it's really hard to see my computer screen where we're sitting right now. First pitch is a ball, low. And Emily's looking at me like, why did you pick that? I'm like, because I didn't try. That's why we were laughing about it. Second pitch fouled into the fence. 1-1. There's a strike in there. That thing sunk. What, 6-inch drop on that. Comes in at Dombrowski's head and then dropped into the catcher's glove perfectly. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dombrowski. Ball low from Brandecker. 2-2. Dombrowski is your first batter, so no outs, nobody on. Swung on, strike 3. Strikeout swinging there for Brandecker. Now batting number 11, Addie Selesky. And Brandecker fires, swung on, fouled into the net just over the umpire and catcher's head. So the interesting thing about softball walk-ups, they literally have like 5 seconds. So it's kind of tough, but hey, whatever. We'll have fun with it. And check swing ball, looks like. What are the distances? What are the distances? Okay. 215 to foul and 225 to center. Swung on, hard high fly ball that's just going to die in that wind. The charging center fielder actually caught it on the dirt. It's amazing how when that ball gets up there even just a little, it hangs and gets pushed back. Now batting number 22, first baseman Olivia Otto. Brandecker throws the first pitch as a strike. There we go, got that marked. Second pitch is a strike, so 0-2 now to Otto. Lauren Mull is on deck. 0-2, 2 out, nobody on. Brandecker fires. Ball low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fires, swung on, foul ball down the third baseline. Had that been down the line, that might have been okay. The third baseman wasn't super close to the bag, so it looks like she's going to scoot over just a little bit from before. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery. Swung on, missed. That retires aside. So your bottom of second recap. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Hastings leads 1-0 over the South St. Paul Packers. And we talked briefly about the partnership that HCTV has with, the local other, community stations like Town Square TV. But how cool is it for Hastings to have the partnership that we have with our media, being KDWA, HCTV, and the Hastings Journal, the newspaper, which is actually where I work. I just happen to be helping out with the play-by-play. So we've got newspaper coverage, we've got radio coverage, we've got video coverage. Oh, hi! I guess we're on TV now, so he's showing kind of the partnership there. Like I said, we got Trey to my right and Hunter to my left. Basically, you got HCTV, Hastings Journal, and KDWA sitting here, and all 3 of us are here covering these kids because we love doing it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. The speedy Jenkins. Brandecker fires. Strike called outside. Caught the outside corner. Right about knee high. Just catches the outside corner. Similar spot to the last one, just a little bit further outside. So we have a full count now. 3-2, Strain in the box. Jenkins at second. Brandecker sets, fires. Ground ball hit towards second is gonna get, or short is gonna get through. And Jenkins is going to go home for the score. And that is an RBI single for Haley Strain up the middle. Now the Raiders have extended their lead 2-0. Now batting number 27, Kylie Evans. What's that? That's what it looked like to me, yeah. I was busy scoring on here. So 2-0 now to Evans. If you're looking for more, big hit from Evans. Gonna get over the left fielder's head, and Strain is sent home. The pinch runner of number 15. Green, Evie Green scores.
Kylie Evans got a good lick of that one and knocked it all the way back down into the warning track area. And the Raiders have tripled the lead here in the third.
A double for Evans.
Brandecker fires it in and Hunt fouls it off over the dugout and right.
First pitch is a foul to Hunt.
Big week for athletics on KUWA. You got Prescott tomorrow, Hastings
0-1.
later in the week, and then Tartan
2 outs. Runner on second.
the game at Vets.
Fouls that one over the first base dugout. Lots of stuff going on for the Raiders this week. I haven't counted all the events, but golf, tennis, track, you name it, there's stuff going on. I know that the baseball team will be at Two Rivers on Friday. I believe Wednesday night they play at Tartan. Brandecker fires. Ball low inside. We can go through some of that stuff during the break. We'll get you the sports week that should be for Hastings. We'll even include some Hastings Hawks scheduling. HYAA 14AA plays Wednesday night. Ground ball right up the middle. That should get Evans to third. So 2 out single up the gut. Ground ball. Puts Evans at first and Hunt at first and Evans at third. Now batting number 4, Emily Dombrowski. So Dombrowski is at, what does she have? Called, so she's strikeout swinging. Hunt goes strike called and Hunt takes off to first. There was no attempt to get them out, but you know what? This early in the game, we don't call defensive indifference. That is a stolen base. So 0-1 delivery, ball high. Runners at at second and third now, not first and third, second and third. Raiders lead 3-0. They've scored 2 so far in this half of the inning. Brandecker fires ball low and in the dirt at the catcher's glove. 2 balls, 1 strike. Addie Selesky is on deck. Over there chatting with Lauren Mull. Brandecker fires, swung on, and that is going to be a weird foul ball that's probably going to get pushed way out of play. Had that wind not been there, it probably would have landed right where Fike is standing over there to the right of first base. But that wind really saved Dombrowski here. Ooh. That wind hits you in the face and takes your breath away. Brandecker fires. Ball high. 3-2. Emily is not that tall, so you can't throw that pitch there and expect anything to happen. In the top of the third, the game slowed down a little bit because the Raiders' bats have become more active. Ball high. Bases are loaded now for Addie Selesky. Selesky just about took out Lauren Mull with her warm-up swing. Now batting number 11, Addie Selesky. Umpire quickly ushers the Raiders back into their dugout. Holy windy. Oh, swung on. See, Addie's taller, but she shouldn't have swung at that one. So the pitches that were over Emily's head are now going to be right at the chest level for Addie. Ball high. It's about a foot difference between the two batters that just were and are. Oh, wow. There we go. Trying to keep that wind off the mic for you. Big swing from Selesky. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, bases loaded. Raiders hopefully can capitalize on this situation. They've scored two runs already with 2 outs. Let's see if they can stack a couple more on. Brandecker sets, fires, ball low. 2-2 to Selesky. And this wind is just, it's randomly changing directions. It's baffling people with the balls in the air. Big swing and a strike. So called our swinging strike that will retire the side. Bottom of the third, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Hastings leads 3-0. Let's talk schedule. We'll go over some scheduling stuff for those that are looking. Golf is played a couple times today, and they're the only ones besides softball today. Tomorrow we've got golf, girls golf at Hidden Greens at 3. Softball travels to Burnsville at 4:30. Lacrosse is here for boys, 7 o'clock, McNamara Stadium, Todd Field. And the girls travel for 7 o'clock to Hill Murray. On Wednesday, tennis, 3:30 here at Hastings High School. Softball is away at Tartan for a 4:15 start. The baseball team travels for a 7 o'clock start at North St. Paul. Come on, music play. There we go. We'll finish the rest of the schedule because we're ready to go back to play here. Now, batting number 6, Mallory Brandecker. Brandecker called strike out for her first at-bat. Strain has had 8 strikeouts out of the 11 batters that she has faced, and the first pitch there is called strike, so she's got 33 strikes, 16 balls on the game.
Strain so far has thrown 49 total pitches. 16 of them have been balls, 33 have been strikes. Now 34 have been strikes with that 50th pitch.
Yeah, that 50th pitch for Haley Strain was a foul. I was just sharing the stats with Trey of KDWA. Swung on, strikeout number 9 now for Strain. 9 of 12. 75% strikeout rating. You can't complain about that.
75% strikeout rate for Haley Strain so far. Can't get much better.
Now batting number 17, Chloe O'Neill. O'Neill on the day called strikeout. She's one of those 9 that has been struck out. First pitch is a ball just outside.
She did it against Simley. She had 11 plus in that one. She's up to 9 here in 4 innings.
Trey was just saying that against Simley she had 11 total strikeouts, and she's already at 9 here. A big swing and a strike there. So 1-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Hastings leads 3-0 here at the Windy High School for Hastings. Highest point in Dakota County, pretty much. Pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And unlike the last game that was here, I am very impressed with this umpire so far. Ball low and inside. 2-2. You can see Strain's hair blowing almost into her face now. Sets, fires, strike. Called strike 3, strikeout looking. So that's a swinging and looking for O'Neill. Now batting number 21, Camille Jacobs. Jacobs, a strikeout, swinging her first at-bat. Strain sets, fires, ball low. Falls just out of the glove of McCoy, but she was able to keep it in front of her. Not that it matters, because there's nobody on. 2 outs. Hastings has a lead 3-0. Called strike, 1-1, 2 outs. Got a decent crowd too for being a 4:15 start. Probably 40 people here, 50 people here. Strain fires, fouled back straight into the fence. And I don't care who you are, when that comes at you, even though that fence is there, it makes you jump or duck. Even when I'm in the press box at Vets Park and I know the ball is not coming toward me, I still duck sometimes. Strain sets, fires, swung on, foul ball in the fence again. Strain is up to 60 pitches.
And so now Strain approaching 60 pitches on the day.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on. Jacob sets, Strain sets, fires. Ball low. 2-2, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Yeah, like we jumped that quick. Swung on and strike 3. Actually, we're gonna go looking on that because she checked on that. So, top of the 4th recap. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Due up for Hastings, Lauren Jenkins, Lauren Moe, and Olivia Otto will be your next batter. Hunter, did I miss the sponsored break? We'll do it now. We're going to go through our sponsored break here. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Hastings High School. Leading off for Hastings, number 22, Olivia Otto. Otto has 1 plate appearance, and that would be a strikeout swinging. Ground ball down the 3rd baseline, but that goes foul for the first strike.
63 pitches, 11 strikeouts, no hits in 4 innings. Brandecker has 62 pitches in 3 innings.
Did he call that a strike? He called that a strike. 0-2. So the interesting piece to this is Strain is half an inning ahead of Brandecker on the pitching appearance here. Swung on foul ball. Brandecker is currently at 66 pitches. Strain is at 62. And South St. Paul's only had one base runner. It was a walk. Other than that, Strain has a no-hitter going and was very close to a perfect game until that walk happened. Swung on foul. That's going to go over to the batting cages.
I know people say it, broadcasters jinx it.
We both said it, so blame us both. Because we were just talking about the fact that, the no-hitter going here for Strain.
You can blame both of us.
Brandecker sets, fires, high pitch, swung on, fouled into the cage.
So stays 1-2 for Olivia.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. She's the first batter of the inning for Hastings. And Hastings leads 3-0. The line so far, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. Brandecker fires. That one fouled out. This time it's going to be fouled out over the bleachers. And I got 2 left on base for South St. Paul. They must have been both walks. Umpire's looking for a ball. Olivia's just kind of chilling up there waiting.
Still 1-2 for
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Ground ball down the left field line, but that is also foul. So I think we've hit quality at bat status. That is going to go over the right fielder's head on a hard hit fly ball, and she gets to second on the double with a double. The wind really helped Olivia get on, because that right fielder was trying to get under it, and the wind just shifted it for her. Now batting number 8, Lauren Mull. Soft bunt over to the pitcher, and is going to be in time for the throw, but it moved Otto over to third. So sack bunt. So 1-3 put out on that, and that advanced. I guess it advanced Mull. Now bat number 3, Lauren Jenkins. First pitch in there called strike. Raiders have 6 hits. 1 just occurred in this inning here, and Olivia Otto is now over at third. Lauren Mull had the sack bunt. Ball low in the dirt. It's 1-1 now to Jenkins. Fires, ball low. Clouds have hit us, and it's kind of chilling. It's getting chilly. I'm okay with where it was before, but line drive into right field is going to mess with the right fielder again. This is going to be at least a double for Jenkins, most likely a triple. She is going to stretch it into a triple and hold at third. What a beautiful shot to right field to drive in the run and give the Raiders another one on the scoreboard. So Hastings now has the 4-0 lead with a triple from Lauren Jenkins. Now batting number 10, Sienna McCoy. Ball high to McCoy. Jenkins is just kind of hanging at third, catching her breath real quick. She looks like she's ready to run. Fires, ball low in the dirt. So Brandecker's missing high, she's missing low. So far she's at 78 pitches for the game. Raiders have 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. Nice pitch there by Brandecker. And that will give the first strike of the batter. Sienna McCoy, 2 balls, 1 strike. Hastings has the 4-0 lead with 1 out, and they're threatening with a runner on third. Pitch swung on, fouled over to the right field fence above the batting cages there. Lots and lots and lots of foul balls are going that way with the way this wind is whipping around the field, or I should say even the complex. So McCoy sets, Brandecker sets, fires. Ball really high on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count now to Sienna McCoy. So far she's had a walk and a called third strike. Brandecker fires. Ball high. Make that 2 walks now.
Off the first base and put runners on the corners for the Raiders. And that ball doesn't get away. Oh.
Safe. Oh. So a little trickery there. Sienna McCoy starts making the trip over to second, and the pitcher decides to throw for it. They throw it back to first and then back to then over to second, and Jenkins comes home with the steal.
McCoy between first and second got tagged.
So now I got to score that one.
The lead to 5-0
So you're going to go caught stealing.
at the plate with 2 outs.
It went pitcher first, second for the out.
Trying to
Jenkins stole home,
but nobody on
and now
base. Ultimate
Strain.
sacrifice.
Ball. Chris, ball. Ball. First pitch ball. The umpire will give us an update here. Looks like he flashed 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Raiders have scored 2 and taken advantage of it. Ball low. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, take that back, 2-1.
Strain trying to get on base.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the circle for South St.
Strain is 2 singles. Caught the outside corner on a strike there, 2-2. So Strain should be choking up a little bit here, shortening her swing and going for the contact. Strain sets, Brandecker sets, fires. Ground ball towards second, charging, and she gets by her glove. We're going to call that one a hit because I don't think you could. That's a heck of a charge that needed to be made. Yeah, I think it's a base hit. The 3 score people here kind of agree, so we say base. I think base hit on that one. So Strain gets another single, and now we have another courtesy runner. That will be 15. Now batting number 27, Kylie Evans. I really need to fix number 15's name in the system, so we're going to do that quick if I can. Oh, maybe I can't. That's all right. We'll get it later. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Big swing from Evans. There are 4 people, looks like, huddled up the outfield fence on right field, and that would be a perfect spot to tag this one. But we're going to go the opposite direction. Single line drive to left field for Evans, who had a ground out and a double, so she's 2 for 3 tonight. Runners first and second. Now batting number 5, Kaylee Hunt. First pitch in there is a ball from Brandecker. She's at 91 pitches. 91.
91 pitches for Brandecker now in this contest.
Make that 92 for a strike. 1-1 to Hunt. 2 on. Runners at first and second.
And Hastings in front now, 5-0. Runners on at first.
9 hits for the Raiders with 5 runs. Very productive. Tosses over to first, and it is going to be dropped by the first baseman. Evans is going to make it to second, and Green is going to make it to third on the. Got to call that one an error. That was catchable.
Just a little bit awry, and now the infielders come in to talk to Brandecker. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Hastings on top. 5-0. Hastings home with the Hastings Raiders.
But the question is, do we call that a throwing error or a catching error? I'd say a throwing error. We're going to call that a throwing error on the catcher. Huh? The count? Yeah. Just conferring how we want to do this here for the error. Oops. Two balls, 1 strike. We're going to undo that.
2-1 count, 2-away, 2-on. Brandecker fires in.
Just trying to get the book updated, make sure it's right. So we've got runners on first and second. Sorry, second and third now. Second and third with the error. And the pitch to Hunt was fouled off, so it's 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, hits the pitcher's mound, and is not going to be in time. Oh, it was in time. Oh, so the run does not score on the ground out. It bounced off the mound. 4-3 put out on that one. Bottom of the fourth recap, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. Hastings now leads 5-0. Due up for South St. Paul, we have Sydney Thompson in the hole, Olivia Bonk on deck, and Lily Peckel will be your next batter. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back to Hastings High School. Hastings softball versus St. Paul Packers. South St. Paul Packers. Hastings has lead 5-0. Now batting number 5, Lily Packel. Raiders have lead 5-0. Got 9 hits. South St. Paul has none so far for hits. Did he call that a strike? I think he called that a strike. Sure looks like he called that a strike because he went with his right arm. We're going to go with the strike for now. Strain sets, fires, swung on. That is going to be popped up to center, but it's going to be shallow center. The girls are fighting over it. Nobody called it, and it drops in between 4 Raiders. It's not technically an error, but gosh, that should be, just because of the fact that there are 4 girls there, and that just broke up the no-hitter. We can't take the blame for that one. I'm sorry. I am not taking the blame for that poor decision. That's all right. It's only a hit. No big deal. First pitch bunts. Runner goes and is going to be out at second. So they got her on the throw.
Lily Packel picked off at second base. That's one away for the Packers here.
So we're going to go hit single for her to get on. She held up, and then he said 1 ball, no strikes. Thrown out at second. Caught stealing. That went. Yeah, the scoreboard's just not responding. There we go. Now we got that in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bonk. 2 outs, nobody on. They finally had a base runner. Grounded toward the first baseman. That's going to be foul. South St. Paul finally had a base runner, and then they tried a sacrifice bunt. The batter could not get a hold of the ball because it was too low, but it was a called strike. And then Paco got picked off by Sienna McCoy at second. McCoy to Kaylee Hunt for the out. Ball low in the dirt. 2-2 now with 2 outs. So we should have deuces on the board. Oh, no, take that back, 1 out.
And a 5-0 Hastings over South St. Paul right now.
2-2, 1 out, and Olivia Bonk at the plate. Strike, swung on, and missed. So another strikeout for Strain. Let's take a look here. How many she got for officially to make sure we know. She's got 4 called, 8 swinging, 4 called against 16 batters faced. Now batting number 14, Sydney Thompson. First pitch into Thompson is a strike. The wind just does not want to settle down up here. It's pretty brutal, I won't lie. Straight gets the sign, fires, and it's swung on again for another strike. Thompson has 2. Well, she's got 2 strikes now, but she struck out the first time around. And that one's fouled into the cage. It's good. You know what? When that sun goes down, it gets cold. Sorry, we had some question on the play there. A fly out to Jenkins will retire the side. Top of the fifth recap, no runs, one hit, no errors. None left on base. Hastings still leads 5-0. And due up for Hastings, in the hole, Olivia Otto. On deck, Addie Selesky. Your next batter will be Emily Dombrowski. We'll be back here in just a few moments. Leading on for Hastings, number 4, Emily Dombrowski. Now we're good. All right, welcome back to Hastings High School. The Raiders lead 5-0 over the South St. Paul Packers. First pitch to Dombrowski was ball low. Second pitch fired in there is going to be hit to left. And did they make the catch? I see the umpire saying they made the catch. So a nice diving play out there for a solid line drive to left field by Dombrowski. Now batting number 11, Addie Selesky. Of course, the fun part of sitting in the cold wind is, I apologize if you hear me sniffling. First pitch to Selesky is a strike. So no balls, one strike, one out. That one's popped up, and it's going to be a weird pop-up, and it's going to get away from the glove of the second baseman, but it's one of those things that you just can't call that an error because it gets up in that wind, and that wind pushes it, and, I mean, it moved 10 feet. She was underneath it, and then all of a sudden the ball's 10 feet away from her. She doesn't know what's going on. Now batting number 22, Olivia Otto. We're just going to call that a hit single, and it's going to be a pop-up. First pitch, Otto fouls off. Just going to confer with my other scorekeeper here and see what he says. It's up to me, he says. You're keeping the official book, not, I guess maybe I am. I don't know, whatever. 1 ball, 1 strike to Otto. Runner on first. Swung on, that's going to be blown out of play. No wind, that might have stayed actually fair. But who knows? We're waiting, getting some extra game balls into the umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Otto at the plate, swung. Oh, no, thought she was going to swing on that one. There's a ball outside. So far, Otto has a swinging strike, and a strikeout, I should say, and a double. Sets, and the fire delivery fouled off. the quiet. Line drive is going to be hit to very, very shallow center field, and it's just going to drop inside the grass. That should have been out into the, almost to the where the center fielder was standing. So Otto has a hit single with a line drive, and that moves up. That moves Zaleski up. Now batting, number 8, Lauren Mull. Substitution for the Packers. Anna Peterson is now in at second, and Bonk moves over to first. Sorry, 13 for set. There you go. 13 in second. Audrey Madsen at second. Second pitch to Mull is a foul, so it's fouled off. 0-2 to Lauren Mull. I want to make sure I get the substitutions in there properly. I'm guessing they're trying to warm. Called third strike. Or sorry, swinging third strike. I'm assuming they want the other player to warm up for pitching. And that brings up Lauren Jenkins. Ball low and outside. Now batting number 3, Lauren Jenkins. So Jenkins, a fly out, a double, and a triple. A triple here would clear the bases. I'm just kind of calling it. I know it's... Line drive to right field is going to go out to the fence, and that should at least be a double, but it looks like it's going to be turned into a triple like I called. And they scored 2 runs off the Jenkins triple to extend their lead 7-0. Hard fly ball to left center, and that is 2 RBI triple for Jenkins. The second triple of the game. Now batting number 10, Sienna McCoy. First pitch in there is a strike. So the Raiders have been very successful today with the 2 outs and scoring, which is how you can win games. Foul ball over the first base dugout again. That's been a very popular spot. 7-0 lead, 12 hits to the Packers 1. Packers so far have had 1 error in the game. They've left 2 runners on. Hastings has left 6. Swung on, ground ball towards short is going to be played well. Tossed over to first in time for the 3rd out to retire the side. Hastings was unable to get Jenkins home, but they do manage to get 2 across. Bottom 5th recap, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Hastings extends their lead 7-0. And due up for the South St. Paul Packers is Sophie Vivo. On the deck will be Delaney Norman, and your next batter will be Audrey Madsen. Let's quick talk about the remaining schedule for the week. I don't believe we have a sponsor for this half inning. So we'll take a look at Thursday. Thursday is a big day for Hastings. You got boys golf at Oak Glen Golf Course against Hill Murray. There's golf for girls at Oak Glen later in the day, 3 o'clock versus Matamidi. Boys tennis at Two Rivers. Track and field for both boys and girls heads to Matamidi for a 4 o'clock start. The boys lacrosse comes to back home, I should say, for a game against New Prague. I believe that one got moved. And that's a 7 o'clock game at Todd Field. Friday, girls golf is at Emerald Greens. Boys golf, Dakota Ridge. Baseball is at Two Rivers. Lacrosse is here at 7 o'clock at night for the boys, and the girls are at Matamidi for lacrosse. And the Fill the Hill for tennis. Fill the Hill for tennis is Friday night, the roadside tennis courts for Hastings. And then we'll talk about softball day here in Hastings on the 6th at the next opportunity for a break. Now batting, number 13, Audrey Madsen. So they got a ton of action going on for the Raiders sports. And our softball day Minnesota, I should say, Hastings version. First pitch from Strain is high, ball. Saturday, May 6th, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, they will have a series of softball games going on all day. They'll do 2 games at 9. I think another one is at 11. I forget the full schedule. Pitch not swung on, check swing. 2-0 is the count to the first batter, Audrey Madsen. And then eventually we'll get to the JV game around 6 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, and varsity will be playing at 8 o'clock in the evening under the lights of Vets Park on Saturday. The baseball team does have a game that was supposed to be played at Jackaroo Field in Meesville. The field is not ready, so they have moved it to Veterans Park, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Fires strike, the first strike of the inning for Strain, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Madsen. So far on the day, Brandecker's thrown 112 pitches, and Strain has thrown 77. Make that 78 ball high, and she walks Madsen. And that'll bring up Delaney Norman, who is 0 for 2 today. Now batting, number 11, Delaney Norman. Like I said, 0 for 2 today, called strikeout and a ground out. That ground out went to Kaylee Hunt at short. The fourth base runner for the Packers. They show a sacrifice bunt, and I did not see if he called that a strike. I'm guessing it was a ball because I didn't hear anything from him. Make the educated guess. Baseball? 4-3? Yeah, okay. I can't read that. That's too far away. Trey's saying it looks like baseball's up 4-3. We'll run with that one. Baseball's over at Grossman. Kind of a goofy angle to see the scoreboard. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me from here now that I've focused on the final score. And Strain sets, fires, swung on, foul. I'll look. Yeah, we'll figure it out here. Oh, it's JV? Yeah, JV, that's why. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out, runner on first. And this is the longest they've had a runner on base for South St. Paul. Swung on, foul, down the right field line, again over the batting cages. This is one of those times where you're glad there isn't a net over the batting cage. Looks like number 7 for South St. Paul is going to have to call it an early night for some reason. Maybe she got hurt. She was moving pretty gingerly over there. Hopefully she's all right. And it's another one of those, let's take 10 steps towards a pitcher and swing. And, well, that's another strikeout for her. Now batting number 4, Sophie Bebo. Bunted toward Strain, sacrifice bunt, moves the runner over. She had a walk and a caught foul tip for an out, so that's a good play for her to move the runner over. So the sacrifice bunt goes 1-3 for the putout, but it does move the runner over to second base. Now batting number 6, Mallory Brandecker. Beautiful pitch, but just a little low. That looked like that was really close. So it might have been a little low and a little outside. We've got a runner at second. There's 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes to the batter. Pitcher versus pitcher. Swung on, grounded right back to Strain, who makes the quick toss over to first to retire the side. I'm struggling because my fingers are getting cold. All right. Top of the 6th, recap. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. Do it for Hastings in the hole. Kaylee Hunt on deck. 27, Kylie Evans, your next batter. 18, Haley Strain. Yeah, so back to the schedule since we have a little bit of time, or do you... come up, ask for something here. Friday night, the Hastings Hawks play their first game. That is a 7:30 start at Veterans Park. HYAA's 14AA team plays their first game of the season at Vets Park on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. And we'd love to have you guys out there if you have a chance to get out and see those games. HastingsHawks.com for that schedule. That's the amateur baseball team here for Hastings. And yeah, Saturday, softball day for Hastings. It's a huge day. Leading off, number 18, Haley Strain. Strain, first batter faced for the inning, and they're going to keep it going. It looks like the two girls that are pitching are going to go the distance. Mallory Brandecker has thrown 112 pitches to 87 pitches for Strain, and that first pitch fouled off. Now it makes it 113. 0-1, ball low in the dirt. One ball, one strike, nobody out, nobody on. Strain is the first batter. Your line of the game so far, 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 7 left on base for Hastings. Ball low outside, 2-1. And their line for South St. Paul, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 left on base. South St. Paul has had 4 base runners total so far. Strike called to Strain, 2-2. Let's just get 3 runs and go home. Let's just get 3 runs and go home. Pitch swung, grounded towards short, going to be snagged by Delaney Norman. She gobbled that up and tossed it over to first for the first out of the inning.
Do I say now to bat?
Yeah.
27?
Sure.
Now to bat, number 27, Kiki Evans.
And 27, Kylie Evans is batting. Had to have a guest announcer on that one. Emily Dombrowski was giggling the whole time she did it. First pitch, ball inside. So far, Evans is 2 for 3 on the night. A ground out, a double, and a single. Hunt is on deck. After that is Dombrowski. Ball high. 2-0 with 1 out, nobody on.
Again, if Hastings can get 3 runs in this inning, it'll be over.
2-0, 1 out.
But nonetheless, South St.
You've got the announcers over here. Oh, line drive out to left field, but that is going to be fair. The umpire called it fair. Evans is going to stretch it to a double. Sliding in is safe. The umpire's right on top of it. So a double for Evans to on the left field line. And she is safe in at second. Uh-oh. I think she hurt something. Her wrist is not looking like it's in a good position. I don't know what's going on out there. Oh, she's moving that, so we'll see what's going on. Trainer Jill Contreras is out there from TCO. So we'll have a little bit of a timeout here. Evans is holding something on her arm, so we don't know what's going on, but we'll see if we can get an update on her condition here in a little bit. It's very unfortunate for Hastings. In this situation now we're looking at a pinch hitter, pinch runner, and that is going to be number 15. Pinch runner. All right, Eva Green goes in for the injured Evans.
One on at second base for the Raiders now. You need one run to end it here in the fifth.
All right, time was called because the gate was open. First pitch to Hunt is... That's not Hunt, that's 7. They put another substitution in there. Michaela Steele.
Warner will advance. Third running for Hastings here.
So we got 1 out, runner on third.
Empty the dugout a little bit here.
Now Rachel Notch is batting.
This one will be outside.
Steele had the ground out.
Selesky to follow.
Advanced the batter over to third.
Bottom of the sixth.
And now we've got a line drive hit to right field is gonna score Green. And Rachel Notch is in at first base.
Bottom of the sixth.
And I apologize, we didn't have these guys in the iPad ahead of time, so I've got to do this on the fly. Rachel Notch, 16. And now batting is number 11, Addie Selesky.
She gets back safe. Addie Selesky. Raiders in front 8-0. This one now.
Foul ball hits, now it's, I believe we're 1-1 right now. With 2 outs, Rachel Notch is at first. Get that reset for you. Selesky. Ball outside.
2 outs.
I believe it's 2-1, but we'll see.
The 8-run.
So Hastings has 8 runs, 14 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. Brandecker sets, fires, swung on, popped up high, and gonna be blown out to the street is my guess. Because that wind is still whipping around here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Selesky with 2 outs, Notch at first. Ball low. Low and outside actually a little bit, it looks like there.
Back to first as Selesky takes a pitch.
Brandecker is at 128 pitches, and I may have missed 1 in there.
Get 3 outs and South St. Paul.
Fire swung on Selesky. I lost for that one. Looks like it's going to be fouled out to the street over the third base dugout this time. So she's way ahead of the pitch.
2 away for Addie Selesky.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 8-0 Hastings with a runner on first.
Brandecker in the circle.
Called strike 3. So Hastings could not quite capitalize on all the action on the bases, but they did get 1.
Just needs 3 outs to end it.
We're headed to this word from our sponsors.
There's lesser known businesses and some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
Oh, I guess we're back now. All right, first pitch to Strain, or from Strain to Chloe O'Neill was a ball high. Hastings has the lead 8-0. I missed that. Was that a ball? 2-0 is the count. No outs. First batter for Strain faced here in the Top of the 7th, so 3 outs, and Hastings is away from. Hastings is away 3 outs, I should say, from winning this one. Strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, it just dropped. I mean, the temperature dropped 20 degrees. It feels like right now. I know I'm being a little exaggerative, but yeah, it got cold really quick. 3 balls, 1 strike. Saving grace as we get 3 outs. We get to go home. Again, a huge thank you to Town Square TV for simulcasting the game for us here. Strike 2, so full count now to O'Neill. Greatly appreciate the support up in West St. Paul, Mendota Heights, South St. Paul area for Town Square TV. I know they cover a lot of stuff, Inver Grove, etc. So we appreciate the simulcast. Strike out swinging for Jacobs, or sorry, for O'Neill on that. So she's sitting down, and now that will bring up Camille Jacobs. And this, yes. Now batting number 21, Camille Jacobs. South St. Paul is down to their last 2 outs of the game. Raiders have been in control of this the entire time with some masterful pitching from Strain. First pitch is a strike, swung on, 0-1. And Strain fires. Ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strain has thrown 95 pitches so far. See the boys peeking out in center field there. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. You can see Hunter behind the batter there from the first base side. Strain sets, gets her sign, fires, swung on. That's going to be fouled again, and it just gets blown out into the batting cage. So again, if kids were looking to collect souvenirs, that'd be the spot to be sitting. But the problem is we need the balls back, so they can't keep them for long. 2-2 is the count to Jacobs with nobody on, 1 out. And let's get the strikeout here. Boom. Nope. Ball low. Although I did have the call for the Jenkins triple. Girls, you can hear them running behind us with their cleats. Strain, sets, fires. Swung on, foul ball. This one's going to go farther out this time. It's going to go out to the bus. Just about to the bus. Strain's at 99 on the game. Fired, strike, 3, swinging. So another strikeout for Strain. She has, on the day, a total of 15 strikeouts. And she has faced 23 batters. 23. That's, like, I mean, that's ridiculous. That one fouled off. Now batting number 5, Lily Paco. Paco fouls the first pitch, so 0-1. She's got a strikeout, swinging, and a single. So this is her 3rd at bat, where Hastings has made it through a couple extra times from that. Hastings has lead 8-0, and they are down to potentially 2 pitches with the 8-0 lead. Swung on, foul down the left field line, and I don't believe anybody's going to get there because I can't see. Okay. 0-2 to Paco. So the Packers are down to their potentially last pitch. The girls had to go running way over to get the foul balls. I don't know why South St. Paul isn't picking those up with their kids, but Hastings has been running around everywhere getting stuff. Don't forget Wednesday night, Hastings 14 AA. Swung on, foul, and going to be blown out of, almost out of play. Hastings 14 AA. Boys will be out at Veterans Park on Wednesday night at 6, and then the Hastings Hawks Friday night at 7:30. those foul balls for the Hawks games, we pay 50 cents a foul ball, so you should come out and bring your kids and let the kids make some money. Pitch swung on and fouled again. 4 straight pitches, 4 straight foul balls for Lily Pockle, fighting to keep things alive. Perfect. We'll talk about the next broadcast coming up here at the end of this game, and I can give you some recap stats. Swung on. That is going to be grounded toward third. Allie throws over to first, and he throws it high, so a throwing error on Allie LaFleur will allow South St. Paul to reach. And to be fair, Allie, that's the first action Allie has seen all day, really, realistically. So yeah, I mean, what do you do? You know, what do you say? And that first pitch to number 18, Olivia Bonk, is fouled off. Now batting number 18, Olivia Bonk. Bonk so far has a walk and the strikeout swinging. She's 0 for 1 on the day. I seriously don't understand why South St. Paul's not retrieving the foul balls over there, but hey, whatever. Second pitch swung on strike, so 0-2. And again, we are down to potentially the last pitch of the game. JV's is ahead of Woodbury and Grossman for baseball. Strike 3 looking. Goodbye. Sit down. That's the game. Game over. Strain. 16 strikeouts out of 25 batters faced. The final from Hastings is 8-0. Hastings takes down the Packers, and they move to 6-2 on the season. That catches them up a little bit to north. They will play it tomorrow in Burnsville for their first non-league game. Let's go through for everybody here locally and for those of you on the TV. Your final recap of the game. South St. Paul, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 4 left on base. For the Raiders, 8 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 8 left on base. Hastings wins 8-0. They will travel to Burnsville tomorrow night for 4:15. I don't know if it's 4:15 or 4:30. You guys know for your parents. But, you know, get over there by 4:15 and you're good to go for making that one. And don't forget Softball Day Hastings this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning at Veterans Park. Field 1, there will be softball nonstop all day on that field. There will also be a couple extra games in the morning on Field 2 for the youth. The varsity team will take the field around 8 o'clock. I believe JV is supposed to start at like 6, so it kind of all depends on how the timing of that game goes. But we'll have music announcing, all that fun stuff out there. If you have any volunteers that want to do some of the announcing piece, I'd be happy to show you what you got to do because they're going to utilize, I believe, my sound system out there. So I'd be happy to teach you to do that because I am not going to be able to be there all day. But your final from Hastings here at the high school, 8-0. Don't forget to take a look at the replay on HCTV. Until next time, see you bye here in the stadium. And back on the next broadcast is going to be, looks like May 2nd. Part of this is hidden. Boys lacrosse against Hill Murray, May 2nd. Tomorrow night, Todd Field, 7 o'clock. Tuck on the call on that one? Oh, Hunter. Hunter gets the call on that one. And, yeah, so until next time, folks, see you, bye. Oh, no, credits. Oh, we do have credits. Everything disappeared. Hunter Pinky is your producer-director. We got Bruce Karnick here on the microphone. Camera operators. Will Celine, Max Slocum, Ian Andrusiak. And then graphics and replay was Hunter Pinky. So you watched HCTV Sports here at Hastings and on Town Square TV. Now we can throw it to the until next time. See you.